Good morning, my YouTube family. Good morning. I woke up this morning. I've been up for a while. It's amazing how my sleep used to be robbed. I used to have nightmares and like I was wrestling with something in my sleep, and now I wake up and I have clarity. And this morning, I just woke up and was just thinking about numbers. And I'm just going to share this with you guys. I have my computer in front of me, so I'm going to be reading some things. In 2019, I had so much hell. I was going through so much. The number 9 is considered a symbol of spiritual enlightenment and completion. It is often associated with higher consciousness, selflessness, and compassion. And I shut my chapter of being in Texas in 2019, and I moved to Las Vegas in 2020. 2020 is the number that's reflected with vision, which means clarity or sharpness of vision. The number of this year suggests that clarity regarding things to come. That's interesting. The number 21, because 2021 is the year that I found out that my mom was using witchcraft on me. And 21 represents divine power, protection, and devotion. Because that's when God told me don't tell her anything when she kept asking me, telling me she needed the date, the exact date and time of my hearing. I moved into my apartment in 2023 after being without a place for a little more than 6 years. My own place. And the number 3 represents completeness, wholeness, resurrection, and harmony. Guys, I have so much peace in my apartment. I realize that everything that I went through for years is over. And I just want to say, do I hate my mom for this? No, I don't. I prayed several times for whatever was on her mind, that God forgives her. I pray that she asks for forgiveness before she leaves this earth. We never know why people do things to us, why they try to hold us back, or why they forget that our Father is in charge. He had my life destined in his hand from the moment he formed me. And people forget this. They forget that no matter what they do, God is still in charge. He's still in charge. He has the ultimate say at the end of the day. And sometimes we have to go through a test we don't want to go through, we don't like, but it's all for his glory. Because once we go through those tests, we have a testimony that we can tell others about, that we could encourage somebody else. I'm going to tell you all what happened in 2019. I spent Christmas Eve in the cold on a bus bench in Irving, Texas. I woke up on Christmas Day, got up and got on the bus, went to the train station, and tried to ride the train that day to stay warm. About my third trip coming from the airport, the demonic train conductor came to me and told me, find a destination. I don't want to see you on this train my next trip. I just looked at him. I didn't say anything. Do you understand me? I didn't say anything. Do I need to call and get some help? You know, those are those demonic demons. I said, no. I got off his train and I says, Father, why are people so wicked? Why am I going through this? This man doesn't even want me to be on the train to stay warm. What is wrong with people? People are so wicked sometimes. But anyway, I got off the train and I went and checked myself into the hospital. I had been in the hospital at the end of 2019, probably the month of December, twice already. But anyway, I went to the hospital because I felt like I was about ready to commit suicide. 3 nights in a dream while I was in the hospital in Dallas. God came to me and told me to move here to Las Vegas. The first night, I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought, oh, you're trying to convince yourself you need to move to Las Vegas. I had come across this channel on YouTube and I had fell in love with the channel. So when I had that dream, I told myself, Estelle, you're just thinking about the beautiful homes that this guy has been showing. And so you're telling yourself to move to Las Vegas because of those homes, because you don't have a place to stay and because you're going through so much. Well, night number 2, had the same dream. I woke up and I'm saying to myself, yeah, you're really losing it because your mind is telling you to move to Las Vegas. God is not telling you to move to Las Vegas, girl. Sin City, of all places, Sin City. 3rd night, same dream. And they were kicking me out of the hospital that day because they only keep you for a 72-hour hold. I said, okay, I don't know why I'm having this dream. Father, if you want me to go to Las Vegas, you're going to have to make a way. When I said I had no money, guys, I had no money. I was homeless. I had maybe just a little money to get on a bus and go somewhere. I left that hospital. I had a computer that my pastor had given me. I hate that I pawned that computer. When I put that computer in the pawn shop, I thought I would be able to come back and get that computer out of the pawn shop, but COVID happened. I pawned that computer for $125. And we're talking about this was a nice computer. And the laptop computer that I had, my screen had cracked. And they know I was always on my computer trying to find a way for me to make money because of everything that I was going through. I couldn't work anymore. because that demonic demon had put a curse on me that was affected my health. And I kept passing out at work. So in 2019, that's what I was dealing with. They couldn't figure out what was going on with me. I went to the airport. I had been at the airport so often because I was homeless. So I would walk down that little wall and go in the bathroom. It was a single bathroom, and I would lock the door and I would charge up my cell phone. So I go to the airport this day. I walk in and I go take a seat not too far from the door that I came in. And I'm sitting down and I'm praying. And I says, God, if you want me to move to Las Vegas, I have $125. You're going to have to make a way. I'm scared. I think this is you, but you're going to have to make a way. I don't know how much a ticket is going to cost. I know if I go up to the counter, it's going to be more than buying the ticket online. I'm praying, and the Holy Spirit told me to look to my left. I looked to my left, and there was a machine that turned cash. You could put the cash into the machine, and it will give you a debit card. And the debit card was $5. Guys, this was a God thing. Because remember, I just said I would go to that airport a lot. And I would come through that door. That machine was not there. I had been at that airport and been in that bathroom so many times. That machine that was sitting there that day, they had just put there. That machine was not there. When I looked up and I saw the machine, I laughed. I said, God, what are you doing? I got up. I walked over to that machine and I put $100 cash in that machine, and it gave me a debit card with $95 on it. I sat back down and I started praying again. And I says, God, I don't know how much a ticket is, but I got $95 on this card. You have to make a way for that ticket to be less than $95. Because when I get to Las Vegas, I still got to get around. It was only my second time ever coming to Las Vegas. I says, Father, I don't know nobody in Las Vegas. I don't know where I'm supposed to live, where I'm supposed to stay. Father, I have no idea. But if this is you, Father, you're going to make this ticket reasonable enough for me to go. And if you make this ticket reasonable enough for me to go and for me to buy this ticket, I know you're going to take care of everything else, because you've already taken care of me getting money to get the ticket. You've already taken care of me getting a debit card so I don't have to go up to the counter. I'm praying, guys. I'm sitting here and I'm praying, Father, if this is you, make a way, because I'm scared. I don't know what else to do. I'm homeless. I'm on the streets. Well, I went to a shelter, but it wasn't a shelter that I could go to every day. They may have room or they may not have room. So I was in a desperate situation. I prayed. I got on my phone to find a ticket. And when I looked up the ticket, I just sat there in the chair and I almost just started crying. Guys, this is how good God is. I found a ticket that was leaving in 2 days. one-way ticket. I just sat there and I was like, I dropped my head and I said, God, this has to be you. This has to be you. How often have you found a ticket, a one-way ticket going anywhere, leaving in 2 days for that amount of money? Come on, guys. I realized, Father, I know this is you. I purchased the ticket. I sat there for a few more minutes and prayed and says, now, Father, I have a one-way ticket. Okay, God, I got this ticket. I'm going to be going to Las Vegas in 2 days, like you said. I left the airport. Whew. And I went on about my day. Didn't tell nobody. Got to the Salvation Army shelter that evening, and I was able to get in that night. That morning, I told one person, I won't be back tonight because I got a one-way ticket going to Las Vegas in the morning. My plane is leaving early. I want to be at that airport so I don't miss my plane. She wished me good luck, and I said, okay. Went on about my day. I couldn't get to my storage bin because my storage bin was in Richland Hills, Texas. I didn't have anything but the clothes on my back, guys. I said, well, let me go to the store. I went to, it was either Dollar General or a Family Dollar store. I went there to see if I can get a toothbrush, toothpaste, just something. Let me tell you what happened while I was in this store. I grabbed my few little items. I'm standing in line, and of course, I've got 1,000 things on my mind. I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned. I got a one-way ticket going to Las Vegas. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I get to Las Vegas. But Father, I got this ticket. I'm standing in line at the store ready to check out. And this lady is standing in front of me. She's not checking out yet, but she's standing in front of me. And she keeps turning around and she's looking at me. She just keeps turning around looking at me. She's making me feel really uncomfortable. And I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe she thinks she knows me from somewhere. And she's trying to figure out where she knows me from. She never said anything. She just kept turning around looking at me. Just kept turning around. Finally, she checks out. She checks out and she starts walking to the door, and I'm feeling relieved. And she gets to the door and she stops. She turns back around and she starts looking at me again. I'm checking out now. I'm keep looking up at her. And I says, okay, maybe she's going to ask me where does she knows me from when I go to the door. So I check out. I'm walking to the door. And this lady stops me. And she says, I don't know you, but I got a message for you. I looked at her. I said, you don't know me, but you got a message for me. She says, yeah. She says, God won't let me leave out this door until I tell you this. And I says, okay. When somebody tells you that, you kind of like, you don't know what to say. So I says, okay. She says, I feel really stupid saying this, but I got to tell you, because God, He won't let me leave out the door. I says, okay. she looks at me and she says, God told me to tell you what you're about to do. He told you to do. I says, excuse me? What did you say? Guys, when I tell y'all, I almost fell to my knees. I says, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she says, well, what's going on? And I says, God came to me 3 nights in a dream and told me to move to Las Vegas. And I says, I have a one-way ticket. My plane is leaving close to 7 a.m. in the morning. When I leave here, I am headed to the airport. I'm going to spend the night at the airport because I don't want to miss my plane. I've been homeless. I've been going through hell. And he told me to move to Las Vegas. And she says, oh my God. She says, oh my God, are you serious? I says, I don't even know where I'm going to live when I get to Las Vegas. I don't know nothing. I'm just going on faith. And she says, well, this is confirmation that you're going to be okay. I says, yes, ma'am. And I tell you guys, when I left that store, you talking about somebody, oh, the worry that I had. Some of it just lifted. I was happy. This is God. I know He gonna take care of me. I'm gonna finish this on the next video so the video won't be so long.